Stretching won't fix your stiff hips, shoulders, or lower back. So if you stretch daily and still feel stiff by lunchtime, this is for you. I'm going to show you 5 exercises using a suspension trainer that rebuild mobility in all 3 areas, plus the exact 4-week routine to follow. And we're going to start where most people never do, the area that affects every other movement you make. Most people think a stiff upper back is a muscle problem, so they stretch it, get brief relief, and then feel it tighten straight back up again. But it's not your muscles, it's the thoracic spine area itself losing its ability to extend. Your neck and upper back quietly take all the strain. So that's exactly why the first exercise is thoracic extensions. Set the straps long and kneel facing away from the anchor point and lean your weight forward so your chest drops to the floor, creating a slight arch in your spine. Gently rotate from side to side to explore the movement. You should feel your chest opening up and what feels like space returning to your upper spine. I'd recommend spending 30 seconds here and repeating it for 3 sets. That's your upper back moving freely again. Now let's go to the area that steals your independence faster than anything else. Oh, and by the way, I've put these 5 exercises into a free 4-week plan that you can download in the description below. But first, let's reclaim your independence. Tight hips don't just make you feel stiff. They stop you getting up off the floor, tying your shoes, and being able to sit comfortably. Most people try to stretch the hips, but stretching doesn't teach your body to control that range, and avoiding deep positions is why you lose them. So one of my go-to movements to fix this is the simple primal squat. The straps give you the balance to explore a deep squat without fear of falling. Set your feet a bit wider than your hips and just sink down as low as feels good. Keep your knees outward and your spine long. And from here, just exist in this position. Shift from side to side, move around. Let your hips and ankles explore to increase their mobility range. I'd recommend spending about 30 seconds here and repeating it for 3 sets. That's your hip mobility back. Now let's fix the area that's been quietly pulling your whole upper body out of shape. Rounded shoulders don't just make you look different. They completely limit your shoulder movement. And overhead reaching is the first thing to go. The instinct is to stretch your chest or just remind yourself to stand up tall. But the problem isn't tightness, it's weakness in your rear shoulder muscles. Now the best way to fix this issue is with face pulls. They strengthen those muscles to pull your shoulders back in place so you regain full shoulder movement. Aim to pull the straps towards your nose over 2 controlled seconds. Rotate your knuckles up at the top and hold that top squeeze by pulling on the straps for another 2 seconds. Then slowly lower for 2 seconds and don't rest at the bottom. Keep a slight bend and squeeze back up. You should feel the back of your shoulders begin to burn after a few reps. That's the feeling you want. Aim for 8 to 10 reps of 2 sets. That's your shoulders pulled back where they belong. Now let's go after the one move that does more for your mobility than anything else I've tried. Poor stability shows up in the small moments like bending to pick something up or catching your balance on a step. Most people turn to static floor planks for stability. Whilst they're good, real life isn't still. Every time you run, lift or twist, your body has to stay stable while it's moving. There are a few different exercises you can do for stability, but the one I found that hits everything at once is the plank to pike press. Now I've got 3 variations to show you so you can gradually progress to the full version over a few weeks or months. First, start with standing mountain climbers. Feet together and at a small angle. Brace here like someone's about to poke you in the stomach. That's your core switching on. Then lift each leg across your body. Up for 1 second, squeeze hold for 2 seconds, lower for 1 second, and repeat. Once you can do 15 reps each side, move on to variation 2, knee tucks. Holding a push-up position with your hands directly under your shoulders, drive your knees to your chest, squeeze your core to hold it there for a second, then control them back down. Once you can do 10 reps comfortably, then move on to practicing the full plank to pike flow. Slowly drive your hips up toward the ceiling as high as you can. Hold it for a second, then lower under control. Aim for 3 to 6 reps. That's your full body stability back. Now we need to turn your biggest power engine back on. Those stiff first few steps after sitting and that nagging lower back pain that won't settle, that's not your age. That's your glutes not showing up. And more squats won't fix it because one side is almost always weaker than the other. And when you train both legs together, the strong side hides that gap every single time. That's exactly where single leg hip bridges come in. And with one foot in the straps, the instability forces your glutes
and hamstrings to work harder than any bridge done on the floor.
Keep your hips an inch off the floor. Squeeze your glutes hard and press your heel firmly into the strap to drive your hips towards the ceiling over 2 seconds. Pause at the top and squeeze extra hard for another 2 seconds. Then lower with control. If you feel it more in your hamstrings than your glutes, shuffle your body slightly closer to the anchor point. Aim for 10 reps with 2 sets each side. Now here's your complete routine. Thoracic extensions, 30 seconds for 3 sets. Primal squats, 30 seconds for 3 sets. Face pulls, 8 to 10 reps of 2 sets. Standing mountain climbers or knee tucks, 10 to 15 reps of 2 sets. Then progress on to plank to pike press, 3 to 6 reps of 2 sets. Single leg glute bridge, 8 to 10 reps each side of 2 sets. The free 4-week plan in the description takes these exercises and maps it out for 4 weeks across 2 progressive blocks. It tells you exactly which exercises to do, in what order, and how to progress week by week so you're always moving forward. The link is in the description. But here's the thing, mobility gets you moving freely again, but you need to build specific muscles to keep you strong and athletic. So watch this video next and I'll show you 6 TRX moves to build an athletic body and exactly how to do them for real visible results fast. That's your next step.